we're going to take that power rule for antiderivatives to find some out and do some examples here. So what is the antiderivative? We'll call it capital F here for x to the fifth power. Well, remember, we want to go up a power. So add 1 to that exponent, 6, and then we want to put the reciprocal of 6 in front. So that would be 1/6. And then there could be some possible constant down here, so we want plus c. So if we were to find the derivative of this now, it would equal x to the fifth power, because our 6 would come down, and 1/6 of 6 is 1, and then derivative of a constant is 0, so there is our answer. What is antiderivative of this one? So we're going to do the same thing. Now this already has a 2 in front of it. That's okay. Our power here would be 1, so we want to go up, add 1 to that would be 2. Reciprocal of that would be 1/2. We want to carry the 2 already that was there, though, with it, plus some possible constant. Well, we can simplify this one to just x squared, because 2 times 1/2 or half of 2 would be 1. So this would just be x squared plus c. You don't need to show this step if you can do that in your head. All right, this one has multiple terms, so you want to go through and find what's the antiderivative of each one. So pause the video and try this one on. All right, hopefully you had a chance to try this here. Go up a power from 2 and you get 3. You get the reciprocal in front there. Here the power is 1, so if you go up 1, that's 2. Reciprocal would be 1/2. Make sure you carry that 8 through. And so half of 8 should end up being 4 in our final answer. Here, this one's like x to the 0. So if you go up 1, now it's just x to the first power. Don't forget your plus a constant on there. So final answer simplified should be what you get right here. All right, what if the power is a fraction? Well, same idea. We want to add 1 to that. So you're going to have to be able to add with fractions here. So what do we get if we take 1/5 plus 1? Well, remember, when you're adding with fractions, you want to make that into a common denominator. So that'd be the same as 5/5. So if you add it together, you get 6/5. So this would be 6/5. What's the reciprocal of 6/5? 5/6. And then again, make sure you get your plus a constant on there. There's the antiderivative. Okay. If the fraction's negative, same thing. We want to do what's negative 3/4, our power in this one, plus 1. Well, that's the same as adding 4/4. And so if we add this up, negative 3 plus 4 is positive 1. So our new power on this one would be positive 1/4. So we got positive 1/4 is our power. We want to put the reciprocal of that, which is 4/1. We already had a 1/4 here, so that should get carried through. And then plus a possible constant. And then if we simplify this one, it looks like that 1/4 and 4 here will cancel out, so it'd just be x to the 1/4 plus c. Again, you don't have to show this step if you don't want to. If you can kind of do that all in your head as we try more of these, you certainly can just write down the antiderivative. All right, let's again have you pause the video and try this one out and see what you can. One hint, you might want to write this one differently first before you attempt the antiderivative. All right, hopefully you had a chance here. Like we talked about, I would rewrite this one. Remember, if you got x to the positive 6 down here, that's the same as moving it to the numerator as x to the negative 6. That's an easier way to think of this one to do antiderivative. So if you add 1 to negative 6, make sure you had negative 5, not negative 7. That would be minusing 1. So we want to add 1 to get negative 5. Reciprocal would be negative 1/5. And then add your possible constant in. So hopefully you came up with that solution. All right, let's look at another one. This one, again, is power rule. It might not look like it, but it is. To see that, we want to change this to an exponent. So remember, x, or square root of x, is the same as x to the half. Now if we move that to the numerator, this would be the same as x to the negative 1/2. We just did one like this a little bit ago. So if we want to find our antiderivative now, add 1 to that. If we add 1 to negative half, that would be positive half. Reciprocal of that would be 2 over 1 or 2. And so with our possible constant there, there's the answer. If you're checking this one in the answer key, though, don't be surprised if they change us back to now square root notation. X to the half is the same as square root x. Probably going to see it like that in the answer key. So that would be our antiderivative there.